What's up, everyone, with my channel? I am DJ, aka Token Black Guy. We're near for the first time. Hit that like button, subscribe button. Truly appreciate trying to get that 400 subscriber mark. We're almost there, and about 30 more to go. So yeah, Rippaverse, the quote unquote controversial new comic book that's is coming out and everything. Mr. Eric July has had some naysayers going after him and stuff. And like I said before, I may not agree with all of his political stance, but I do think the idea of this comic is a good idea. So I am supporting it. The comic itself. Uh, yeah, that's all I'm saying on that. Like I said, I may not agree with his political stance on certain things, but I think this idea that he has is a good thing. So I'm one of the people that, no matter which way you lean, if we can meet in the middle about something and agree on something, I will work with you. I believe in compromise. I believe in working together to solve a bigger problem, issues. And I'm a big person on it. If you complain about something, have a solution. And I feel like this man has complained about certain things and he has come up with a solution. So I am going to give him the credit and try to support him when I can. But apparently there's been a controversy with PayPal recently with orders. Luckily, I didn't use PayPal to order my copy. I used my straight debit Visa card, so I went straight to that route and everything. So hopefully it does not affect me. I don't think it will because I didn't use PayPal, but let's see what it said about this whole called PayPal stealing everybody's money or whatever. I don't know what's going on with it. Let's find out. Here we go.
All right, so check this out. This is even worse than what I think a lot of you could have certainly imagined. But it does prove that all of these weirdos who insisted that this was a standard policy, that insisted that, well, they're going to release the money, it's only until you ship stuff, so just deliver the product, that had nothing to do with anything as far as why PayPal is holding as much money as they are in our account. First and foremost, though, I have to thank every single one of you. I'm not going to lose sight of this. This is not going to be dumbed down simply because these weirdos are weirdos. $3.5 million.
Wow, up a lot.
Excuse me, $3.25 million.
Then last time I did a video, it was like a million or maybe 2 million.
37,000 total purchases. That does not change, and I appreciate all of you for the support. I have to always reiterate because people think that even if though I be justified in doing it, I'll explain this a little further a little later. I am still, however, going to give you your items in the event that you used PayPal. Now, you may notice now, if you are trying to purchase something new on the website, you cannot use PayPal. That is completely halted.
That's probably the best thing to do
in the future for Rippaverse Publishing, considering all of this and how it went down. We have other processors. Most of our other monies is not ran through PayPal. I said on maybe 30% or so of it is tied up in PayPal. The rest of it is using other processors that we've had zero problem with. The deposits have already hit our bank account.
So what I'm getting here is that PayPal is holding a bunch of the transaction money for whatever reason. And it's a lot of people that order it. The money isn't going through to them to get the money to process people's orders and, print the product out. So it's kind of a, fucked up situation. I don't know why PayPal does that. I use PayPal not that regularly for small stuff like transactions, but I've never done, on this larger scale. So I don't know when it comes to working a business and everything. So I've only done between friends and friends or buying something on through a marketplace, something like that. But continue.
Accounts, we are good to go there. So nothing changes as far as the order, even that you're going to get your items. Even if you use PayPal, we're going to still honor.
I respect that. He's still getting it out to the customer.
Money. PayPal did not just swindle, myself. They swindled a lot of you guys. You remember there was a period where you guys were told by PayPal, hey, if you just confirm receipt, they'll release the money regardless of hold. No, I'm not getting any of that. And this is why I say that it's gotten worse. And
he's not getting the money.
How criminal this is. Look, my lawyers are already involved, and I don't think they were ever prepared for that. Not saying PayPal doesn't have lawyers. I just know in experience these guys expect you to just bend
Roll over. Yeah.
and take it. And this is why they get away with so much of what they get away with. This has probably not even got
That poster is tight in the back. I like that poster. That poster is nice of
I'm
Avery.
gonna show you something that's gonna shock you. You see
What?
at one time
$1.2 million on a hold?
videos that I've done on this topic.
Wow.
And I showed you my PayPal balance, and it said I could access it, though.
They're holding
technically, I
that
could,
much
if I tried
money?
to transfer it, I could not get the money out at all. It would go, an error message would come up, even if they were saying it was available to me.
What?
But now you are seeing that almost 1.3 million, $1.285 million are tied up in PayPal.
It's
and all on
hold.
hold. But it's way worse than that.
That's a lot of money.
Access to zero of it. So even those of you that confirmed your receipt, which PayPal says if you do that, vendor gets.
So from what I'm getting, like people sent the money, but they're on hold in his account for whatever reason. So he can't like use that money that he got to print, ship, produce everything for this comic book. So that's kind of messed up, man. What's PayPal doing?
Gets the money regardless. PayPal still has it. I know you wanted to use them as a processor. Hold on just a second. I don't know what happened there with my my deal just going away. But either way, I know you wanted to use them as a processor. A lot of it was for international reasons. A lot of that was tied up
international orders, yeah.
Well, they have a presence. We were not using PayPal just for the sake of using PayPal.
They have a name.
They have a presence everywhere, more so internationally, and a very significant portion of that monies is coming from people that are not in the U.S. We're looking for alternatives to that right now. You can still use the other processors, though, if you are in various areas, especially in America. But we'll look for those alternatives for you guys. Going back to this, sorry, my monitor went out there. As you see, 1.285, have access to none of it. When I'm about to read you what they sent me, and this was after the last call that I had with them today. They, of course, reiterated this in their message center. I'm going to show you what they said, and this will prove exactly what's going on here. This is borderline criminal, or we might as well flat out call it that. All you idiots who insisted, well, they just do this all the time. It's because of the pre-sales and then they move the post to, well, once you deliver it, you'll still get your money. It had nothing to do with any of that.
Like I said, I'm not all up on a PayPal.
It benefits them, and I got the receipts right here that's going to further prove that without them really explicitly stating it. During a recent review, this is what they sent to me, July LLC. During a recent review, we determined that there may be a high level of risk associated with your PayPal account and are going to apply a reserve. So it's not even a standard hold. They're calling it a reserve.
A reserve.
To your account beginning today. 7/27/2022. The reserve is money that we set aside in your PayPal account to cover losses due to chargebacks, claims, or payment reversals. If you fail to cover these expenses, the monies in the reserve still belong to you, but are not available for the period of time which they are held. Doesn't matter if you confirm the receipt, and this is the true part here, which is the hilarious part. Because of how long this is, and you'll see here in a little bit, even after I already ship you the items, I will still have not got paid for that. I will still have not gotten possession of your money because of when we're sending it going into the latter half of August, going into September. I will still have not gotten your items. An amount of $1.225 million, which is less actually than what they are actually holding.
Yeah, because it's more than that. It's 2.85.
Your current available balance and has been placed in a reserve. Your reserve will be set to retain 100% of the processed amount for each day to be held for a 60-day rolling period beginning on above date. This is where it gets fishy. Well, it was already
rolling period? What's that mean?
Weirdos who just, it's just standard pop. No, it's not. Why on earth would they be holding it for 60 days if that were the case? It's almost as if they benefit from actually holding it for an extended period of time. I don't know. Maybe interest has a lot to do with it. Maybe this is how they're able to afford the loans and stuff that they give out nowadays because of the money that they're going to collect, which is not part of that 100% that they're going to give me. 60 days. And not just that. For example, 100% of the total transactions you receive will be held at the end of the first day and will be released on day 61. Then 100% of your payments will be held on the end of the second day and will be released on day 62. So basically, it's a waterfall kind of event.
So it's not like that one on day 60, all that money is released. It's whatever transaction made on that 60-day mark. So it could have been like $1,000 on that first day. That's crazy. So he won't get all that money. What the hell? This is fucked up.
And it looks like they're gonna start on the 11th when it first popped off, and then I'll finally get that money in 60 days, and then they'll kind of trickle down. So it could be on an upward of, though we already stopped 3 months till I actually got a hold of your money, even though we already had sent you out your products. I will be completely justified if I say, you know what? If you pay with PayPal, I'm not sending you the items because I'm not getting paid.
Yeah. I think you stop paying
like that. This is too much riding on this. You're getting your items regardless in the order upon which you received it. I don't need another processor, and I know I can't avoid it. There'll still be people in the comment section. Use parallel account. No, I don't need another processor. We already have that taken care of. It's more of the international presence that
I agree. It's easy for international people to make the transaction.
International people.
Who else do you use?
If
Venmo?
the processor can't offer me the same thing.
Cash App? I don't trust Cash App
because I don't need another American processor. We have those, and we've been getting our money. It's not been a problem. What it sounds like, and my team's already looking into those alternatives to suffice for the international people. And I'm probably going to take a hit there. Whatever. We're probably going to have to get more additional processors for you people that are international that has those.
Wow, that's crazy.
If we can,
that's that whole rolling period thing.
We need to cross that bridge. However, right now you cannot pay with PayPal in the future, though you'll get your items if you pay for it in the past. I told y'all this was nonsense from the get-go, and my lawyers are already on it. And we'll handle it as such. They're going to come up off that money. Best believe that.
He said they're going to come up money.
Kind of company
bitch better have my money.
They didn't just swindle me. They swindled y'all. You can confirm the receipt right now, and PayPal will still keep your money. The merchant or the seller, rather, will not get it. I will not get it.
So why that middleman holding the money?
Items. They're saying 60 days.
So both ends are getting screwed.
So what's that? Going into the end of September, I will first start getting
money for it.
Those payments. I will have already sent items out by then. Already sent them. And I will not have gotten paid.
Wow.
Believe it to these weirdos who don't like me so much out of spite that they will, like they do with the big dogs in comics, they will protect this mega corporation. Well, PayPal has been scammed before. They're just doing this as what they got to do with me? I ain't scammed anybody in my life. I don't have any criminal records in doing such.
Yeah, I don't see why.
The first time July and Ripper operated on this, like on PayPal, not had any problems. No customers that
I don't see why. What triggered them to have a hold? Is all the money came in so fast?
No problems. PayPal has everything they need to prove that this is not a scam or there's no fraud going on.
Yeah, that's my.
I sent in the book.
That's my thing. It's like, where are they getting that this is a scam? Only I can think of because the money came in so fast and so quick over these past few weeks that they were like it flagged for some reason. But once you investigate, hell, it's been getting national news attention. So it's like it's not some like someone in China or wherever overseas trying to scam everybody. This is kind of legit. This guy's running a business. I don't get it.
I've sent them the invoices from my suppliers, from the printers, all of that sold in the back end of the website. Everything. They know what the website is. They've seen it. They've talked to me about it. I've talked to PayPal themselves, and the person is reading back what we have on the website. There is no issue. This was never issue of pre-sales. That had nothing to do with any of that. The reason why they are holding the money is because of an arbitrary rule that they are now enforcing. It's not even a hold, it's a reserve now at this point. So you can't even fall back on they'll release it after 21 days after pre-sales, or you just deliver it and you'll get your money. No,
The whole would have made sense. I would have get that
money regardless if I ship it to you.
So you even confirm that the buyer received the product. You're not going to release the money.
That many other companies use PayPal, and they get their money on a dot. Period.
Get that,
get
man.
It, withdraw, whatever they need to do. It's just not me. I'm not awarded such luxury, even though there's no evidence, and it's on them to prove that it is a scam.
Yeah.
I showed you the receipts. This is not. They got everything from a warehouse. They know where it's at. They got all of that information. There's no scamming going on, no fraud. They cannot fall back on that. It's just arbitrarily.
I don't understand this rule
that they pulled out of the crack of their behind. This reserve thing came out of nowhere.
I get the whole. If they did a whole, I would have understood it.
Good. Like, we're gonna still do what we got to do, and we're gonna get that money regardless. This is about the transparency, and I want you guys to understand. And I don't want this to deter you guys who are small business owners.
I respect that, the transparency, people that, wondering the whole process. He's being, like, from what I could tell, he's being legit. He's being honest. He's being forthcoming about what's going on. He's not saying, well, we'll get back to you guys. He's, from what I've seen, it's been every few days he's been giving updates about this thing. So I appreciate that. Man, keep to his word.
I recommend that you don't use PayPal. You got to figure out some alternative for your international people. But I recommend that you don't use them. But don't let that deter you. Like, this is why we are so transparent. I want people to see this. It ain't just me getting swindled. You can even confirm your receipt, and they still will not give you.
That's the part I don't get. That's the part I don't get.
I ain't the only one getting swindled here.
If I'm giving the person the money and I'm confirming this is legit,
they won't state it.
Give them the money.
They getting interest off of that almost $3 million that they have that I can simply not access. Be in trouble if I needed that money to pay for other products or something.
Yeah.
I'd be in trouble, but I'm not because, well, one, most of our money didn't go through them anyway, but I'd already paid for the item, so we're good to go. PayPal's got your money. And they got away with the loot, and they still talking.
Bitch better have my money.
I think more so they just expected me to not have to get the folks involved. Legal
and
team,
roll over,
said, PayPal probably hasn't even seen it. But they
want them to roll over.
Best believe that. Best believe that. Either way, I appreciate you guys' support. They are not going to stop us, and I appreciate everybody who has rallied behind this company as we try to make our mark in this industry. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. That it's almost $1.3 million they got on reserve, and that whole rolling shit where or we'll release whatever was paid on this date, and dates 2 we release some little bit more money instead of getting all at one time. That's crazy. If it was a whole, I would understand. Everybody got their products. That would have been not right, but understandably justified, I guess you would say. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't use PayPal with all this stuff, but this is kind of messed up. And I appreciate his transparency on this. Like I said, I may not agree with the man politically and some of the stuff that he has said in the past, but I do believe this is a good idea with the comic book series, and I'm here for that. So I'm this kind of person, like I said, I probably lean more left, but I wouldn't call myself a leftist. I'm in the middle, but more on that side of the middle. I have no problem. I like communication from both sides. So, and I respect people for who they are, and if they're trying to do a good thing, they're doing a good thing, and I think what this is a good thing. So, but yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've used PayPal and if you've been affected and what you think about the whole Rippaverse controversy and everything. What do you think about Mr. Eric July being all transparent and honest with his customers and everything? I truly appreciate that. I said, I'm glad I didn't use PayPal. Hopefully I'll get my copy in the next few weeks. I can't wait to see it. But next time, guys, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.